I feel very appreciated to stand here and to make a brief introduction of my favorite book to all of you. And today the book I want to introduce to all of you is this book. It's called, and though it's written in Japanese, actually I want to introduce it to you in English. And this book is called An Illustrated Guide to Artificial Intelligence. And I think that compared with other books, it's not a novel or some story books, but it's just like a textbook from my university. But actually, why do I want to introduce this to you? When you heard about artificial intelligence, we also call it AI, what do you think about? And now it's very popular. You may think about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, AlphaGo. AlphaGo Zero is a very kind of a popular, a powerful software can solve the problem, can play chess with you all. So you may think that the artificial intelligence is very difficult to learn, or artificial intelligence has a lot of things about mathematical. Actually, but something you made it difficult. But through this book, you won't feel that that's kind of difficult one. Why do I say so? First, this is a textbook, but from the cover we see, that seems very interesting. Because here is a lot of pictures, something like that. Actually, the same in this book. First, this book tells you about the artificial intelligence through a lot of stories. So you can read it as a stories and you can get a lot of knowledge from this book too. First, here, very kind of cute character. This is our main character. It's a duck, a robot duck, and with two wheels. And guess what? And there is another wheels back around it. So we call it Whale Duck 2. And also have Whale Duck 1, but not in this book. Another book, something about others. So this is our main character. It's just a robot. It's just a machine or this table or something like this. But it didn't have intelligence. So what is intelligence? Intelligence is tell you can do as you think, you can make a recognition of the environment and other things. This is intelligence. So we are going to give him or her, visit him, and the intelligence to make it just the behavior as our human beings. And then we put it into a maze. And it's a lot of directions. When you are in a maze, how can you get off of this maze? First, you can try one direction to the last. If it's wrong, get back. And you can try a lot of other directions. Which one would be better? This is just like life. And we can try a lot of. So we can give this kind of way to them and to see what is a best way. So we give the, suppose it has a way to make a way to know that which direction you should go. Then it's just in this maze, it's just like our life. And life is just like music, it have up and have down. So in this maze, there is also a lot of enemies and a treasure box. This is a good thing, this is a bad thing. So just like our life, he has the ability to clustering which is good, which is bad. How can make a machine to see what is good, what is bad? From this book, you can know it easily. And the next point is that during this way, in this maze, it didn't like our car have a GPS or something, it can just say where I should go or something. No, we don't have a map. So you may think it's impossible. If you don't have a map, you can get out from the maze. But I can absolutely tell you, it can. Why? Read this book, you will get answer. So, and have the ability, it can just walk through the maze and got the map of here. And at last, what you do with this? It's a monster called Sphinx. He has to answer the question from the Sphinx. So he has to understand the language, right? Just like our people, Japanese, Chinese, or English, anything is okay. But from the first, he knows nothing. So how can he get out to understand the language? So this is called natural language processing. In this book, we can know about that. When you know the language, you also have to learn how to infer from A to B. Such as Biwako is a lake, lake has water, so we can know Biwako has water, right? So how can we know this? We also have the kind of way to make you learn this. And at last, whether our main character can beat the monster Sphinx. I will leave this just as a puzzle, and if you want to know the answer, you can read this book, and you can know the answer of it. Actually, this book is not very difficult for you to learn if you have some very basic mathematical knowledge, such as algebra or something very easy one, probability, something, that you will feel very easy to read it. And so this way, you can know a lot of the things about the brief introduction of intelligence, especially the artificial intelligence. Though it is a textbook, you will get a lot of fun from it. I hope you will read it. I think you will like it. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you very much.